I care about your life story. I always want to know anyone's life story. When I go to a party, I'm an extrovert and I hate small talk. So I'm always kind of like, what's your story? What's your life story? People fascinate me. I live in LA and I see homeless people and I wonder what's that guy's story? He was a beautiful, perfect baby at one point when he was born. What happened? What happened? What happened to you in your life? And what did you make that mean about you? That's why in the world of life coaching, which is a ever growing field, I know there's life coaches everywhere, especially in LA where I live. And in the world of life coaching, you have to pick a niche, a specialty. Of course, like a lot of coaches think I feel this way too. I could coach anybody on anything because if you're a well-trained coach, you just know all the tools and the strategies and mindset, and everyone has their specific way they work with people, but thoughts are thoughts, right? And so, but in order to sell yourself, you have to pick a niche. So I picked memoir writing, story writing, because I realized that I've been a writer my whole life. I wrote my first autobiography when I was 7. It was about 4 pages long, and it was mostly about all the boys I liked, although it was filled with angst. It talked about my parents' divorce and how life is hard sometimes. And, it wasn't exactly War and Peace, but it was heartfelt. And writing actually has been one of a few things on a very short list of things that has been my lifeline to sanity and my salvation. I mean, I have so many journals and diaries. Most of them are like a third or a fourth or half, or a lot of them are all the way full, but a lot of them are not because I just write and write and write. It helps me because when I talk, I can go off in a million directions, which is quite fun. But when I write, it comes out very linear, and then I can read it and then I can think about it. So I'm a memoir coach. And what does that mean? That means that I use writing and your autobiography, your biography, your memoir, whatever you call it, your story to help you figure out your life. When I wrote my one woman show, Wake Up Little Susie, it took me decades to write about the really embarrassing, shameful, really nitty gritty, shitty, that rhymes, nitty gritty, shitty stuff of my life. I literally could not write about some things in my life. I would just weep. No kidding. I would just cry because it was too hard. And it was embarrassing. I live in LA. Sometimes celebrities were in class with me. I couldn't read about the stuff that happened to me as a kid. It was like too awful and personal. And so, what I discovered over years and years of writing with the incredible Terry Silverman in her class, Creative Rights, and then in other writing classes I had, I guess, month after month, year after year, the story came out. And then by the time you put your story up on stage, I was in a beautiful community called the Soaring Solo Theater Community, and people shared all kinds of stories, any kind of trauma and disease and pain. We make theater out of it. And you know what? It works. The reason it works is because when you get your story out of your head, out of your heart, out of your nervous system, out of your body, and onto the page, you can look at it. And there's an expression in writing, it's called writing is rewriting. So I called my course Rewrite Your Life because my old story was sad. It just had a lot of beliefs, mostly victim. And now, through all the coaching I've had and all the deep inner work I've done, I have rewritten my life. And the most exciting thing that I do every day is help other people rewrite their life. And It doesn't matter what happened. I mean, it matters. Of course, it matters what happened to you in your life. But the real power is how you think about what happened to you, what you feel in your heart about what happened to you, and what you make your life story mean about who you are, your potential, your purpose, your identity, where you're going to go in life, who you can be, what you can receive. It took me decades and decades to really understand that and to even know that I had negative, limiting, unconscious beliefs because of the way that I told my story. There's an expression, if it's hysterical, it's historical, which means if you stub your toe and you go, oh, why me? Life sucks. Everything always happens to me. It's not because you stub your toe. It's because you've been believing that you're a victim for many, many years. And even if you don't have a heavy victim story, a lot of little sneaky things get into our mind about our story. Mom loved my brother more, or I'm just not good at money, or I always attract assholes. Men are all assholes. That was a big one in my house. Men are all assholes. I used to laugh because there was a plaque on our wall that said, "The Lord will provide," and I constantly heard, "Men are all assholes," and I'm like, the Lord provided a lot of assholes. So those beliefs sneak in. Writing can help you. Rewriting can help you. Rewrite all of those beliefs and change your life. I'm living proof, and so many people are living proof. If your story sucks, change your story. Writing is rewriting, and you can edit your life, change your life, and take back your power by taking back your narrative, your story. Here's a little homework assignment for you. Write your life story, 100 words. No, that's too hard. A page, 1 page. And the only requirement I'm going to say is that you have to make yourself the hero of your story. Same exact events, but write it in a way that makes you the hero. Just do that. Force yourself, make yourself do that and see how that feels. Okay. Take care. Happy writing. Bye.